Along with some of the other problems a lot of kids tend to have with their swing mechanics, having bat drag is probably one of the most common, and they're not even aware of it. So today we're going to talk about what bat drag is, explain what causes it, and give you a few drills that you can work on that'll help you fix it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Northern Baseball Training. I'm Coach Doug, and if you're new around here, make sure to hit that subscribe button below and be sure to give this video a thumbs up. First off, let's talk about what bat drag is, and then we'll get into the causes, and then we'll go over a few drills to help you fix it. Okay, it's a very common mistake among a lot of hitters, especially the young ones. And keep in mind that when you have issues like this, like bat drag, or maybe you have a long swing, remember that it took you years and years to develop this incorrect swing, so you're not going to fix it overnight. Okay, just like anything, it takes a lot of time and hard work. You just got to stick with it. So bat drag is when you swing and you lead the swing with this back elbow. Okay, this back elbow gets in front of this top hand, and this top hand is above your barrel. Okay, this slows down your barrel. You lose all bat control and bat speed. You're just kind of dragging the bat through the zone. Okay, so what you want to do, load to launch position, knob to ball, stay connected, keep this hand in front of this elbow, bat tight to the shoulder and above your hands, to contact and extension. So just like a lot of other issues, it all starts with the launch position. Okay, your batting stance is irrelevant, doesn't matter how you stand or if you want to do a leg kick, whatever you want to do. The important thing is that we all get to the same launch position. Okay, nice and balanced, front foot slightly open. But the big thing we want to look at here is you want to make sure that our hands, our elbow, and our shoulder are relatively on the same plane. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfectly level with the ground, but somewhat on the same plane. Okay, if we get into having our hands up here, we already almost have that elbow ahead of the hands, so we're going to have bat drag. Okay, and if we get to launch position and we're here, we're going to have bat drag again. Okay, so the thing that I like to imagine is, imagine that you're pulling a bow and arrow. Okay, so when we load back, pull a bow and arrow back like that. Okay, it's the same when we load back. Okay, you wouldn't pull a bow and arrow like this, or you wouldn't pull it like this. You want to imagine that you're pulling it straight back. Another thing you want to look at is you want to check your front arm when you load back. Okay, so we load back. If this front arm gets locked and straight, your elbow's already in front of this top hand, so you're going to have bat drag. Okay, when we load, we want to load back. We want to make sure this arm is firm but bent. Okay, we don't want to lock it out like that, because then we're going to produce that bat drag. And I've said it before, when you're trying to fix your long swing, you just might not be strong enough. Okay, you load back and you drive forward, and you're just using your whole body just to try to drag this barrel through the zone, and you lose all bat control and bat speed. Okay, you're never too young to start working out. Start with bodyweight stuff like push-ups, sit-ups, or bodyweight squats. Stay away from weights till you get a little bit older and you talk to somebody who can teach you how to properly work out. And lastly, which is probably the biggest thing, is that your swing sequence is off. Okay, so we're in batting stance, we load back, drive forward, and once we make a connection with the ground with the heel, that's going to activate our whole swing. Okay, and the first movement from here, once we make a connection with the ground, is we're going to turn this back hip towards the pitcher, driving this back knee underneath the hip, pulling the heel off the ground. Okay, then after that, slight core turn, and then it's hands to ball, staying connected, staying short, keeping the barrel tight to the shoulder, staying long through the zone, and extending through. The problem that I see with a lot of kids who have bat drag is they load, and before their foot gets down, their hands are already ahead of their whole body, and they spend the rest of the swing trying to catch up. Okay, so it's load, launch position, hip, knee drive, heel, core turn, knob to ball, stay connected, bat tight to the shoulder, long through the zone, extend through. So the first drill we're going to work on is a drill that we've done before, and we're just going to load and pause at launch position. Okay, so get in your batting stance, visualize the pitch coming in, and we're going to load and we're going to pause at launch position. Okay, check for all those things that we talked about. Nice and balanced, front foot is slightly open. Make sure your elbow's up and your hand and your elbow and your shoulder are relatively on the same plane. with his bat on this angle with the knob facing the catcher. Okay, that's the drill. That's all we're gonna do. Load, pause at launch position, check for those things, reset, load, pause at launch position. Make sure you look for all those things, make sure they're correct. So for this drill, we're gonna isolate the top hand and we're gonna choke up on the bat. Okay, this drill is also gonna help with knob direction and bat path. Set it up about belt high, get in launch position, line the ball up with your front foot, and we're just gonna start in launch position and we're gonna go slow motion to contact, making sure that we keep this hand in front of this back elbow and this back elbow stays tight to the body. Okay, slow motion, hand in front of the elbow, barrel tight to the shoulder, pause at contact, then we're gonna come back and swing. And when we swing, really focus on extending through as well. Reset, launch position, slow motion, hands in front of the elbow, elbow nice and connected, come back. Really focus on trying to hold that extension. So for this last drill, we're gonna get into launch position. We're gonna line this tee up in line with our front hip, about chest high, fairly close to the body. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna knock that ball off the tee with the knob of our bat. So it looks like this. Okay, if you have bat drag, it's gonna be impossible for you to knock this ball off the tee. So bat drag looks like this. Launch position, elbow starts leaking in front of the hand. Now all of a sudden the knob of the bat's facing the sky and you can't hit that ball. Okay, so it looks like this. Make sure this hand stays in front of this elbow, barrel stays tight to the shoulder and above this hand. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who you think could use some help with their bat drag. Leave a comment below on what video you'd like to see us do next. And if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button below and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos. And if you guys have any questions about this video or any of our other videos, don't hesitate to ask. You can just hit us up on Instagram and send us a DM there. We answer all the messages and we'll get back to you right away. With all that being said, I'll see you next week.